Do you like this series? Do you like the books? Did you like the movie? I loved the movie. I thought they did the movie really good, especially because of Jennifer Lawrence. She was like the perfect Katniss. There couldn't be any other Katniss for the job. Jennifer Lawrence is Katniss. She is an amazing Katniss. So yeah, I'm happy with the Hunger Games, and I'm super excited for Catching Fire, which comes out November 22nd, 2013. I've known that ever since they announced that because I'm so excited for that movie.
I remember it was the summer of 2011. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 was just released into theaters. This was the summer before I started freshman year of high school. Can't believe it's been 10 years already. With Harry Potter done, I was craving a new young adult series to hold me over. I remember a few months before that summer, I saw my buddy Mitch reading the first Hunger Games book in my English class. The plot was intriguing enough. I mean, you don't come across a book like this every day. I must have started the first book right around the time the first teaser trailer dropped. Young adult Nate was excited. This new and upcoming actress, Jennifer Lawrence, was set to star as Katniss Everdeen. I had only seen her in one movie at the time, that being X-Men First Class, and I liked her in that. So I was just full of glee. Having read the book, I was even more excited to check out the movie. I remember going to the premiere freshman year with friends. We made shirts exclusively for the premiere. I want to say my shirt said Team Rue. Initially, young adult Nate was actually pretty disappointed with the movie, only for the adaptation from book to screen. But after buying the Target exclusive edition with exclusive bonus features, his faith was restored.
Personally, I like this cover way more, and also the special features are amazing.
But this isn't a video about my reviewing the movies. This is actually a video on how I was able to fall in love with the series all over again. The Hunger Games didn't replace Harry Potter by any means. I mean, nothing could do that. But Hunger Games gave me something to look forward to every year of high school, with a movie coming out nearly every grade. I believe this series filled the gap that Harry Potter left because it's genuinely good. It has both Oscar-nominated cast members and Oscar winners. The story is compelling and has me wanting more. The whole theme of rebellion works so well. Young adult Nate didn't only attend the first movie premiere, but the second, the third, and, well, I would have attended the fourth, but I was serving a mission for my church, which prohibited us watching movies. The Hunger Games was such an active part in my high school years that my friends and I even honored them for a school dance. There, we represented each district. Hunger Games was all the talk. I remember freshman year of high school, there was a phone number you could call that literally told you your Hunger Games, as if you were actually playing. The shorter the call, the shorter you lasted in the arena. My buddies and I called again and again until we got the victory. I tried calling the number today and it has definitely been discontinued. But hey, I found out I'm getting a special promotion. I remember one of my calls had me stepping off the pedestal too early, so my fate was blowing up. But after many calls and many attempts, I finally won. Hunger Games meant so much to me that not only did I read the trilogy, but I posted cringy reviews for them.
Number 1 was my most anticipated movie of 2013, and I also knew that it would be my number 1 movie of the year before even seeing it, and that is The Hunger Games: Catching Fire. There are so many improvements in this film from the first film. I just loved it so much. Now don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the first film still. It's just that this movie kind of dug it in the ground. This film is just amazing. I love Catching Fire so much.
I even bought a poster for Mama!
Great video, Nathan. After graduating and serving the 2-year mission, I got home and kinda assumed the Hunger Games love I had was something I left behind in high school. After revisiting the series recently, I think I'm with this series for the long run. Not only has the book series, including the prequel, cemented a place on my favorite books list, but the movies have made the ranking amongst my favorite movie series. Before today, I've been almost ashamed to admit the Hunger Games series is a favorite of mine. I think so many people ignore it because it's another young adult series, but it's so much more than that. Every movie had positive critic reviews, with the first 2 being certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. Catching Fire even has a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 76 on Metacritic. That's higher than Inception, The Matrix, and Life is Beautiful. To compare to other young adult series' second installments, Catching Fire's Rotten Tomato critic score is more than triple that of Insurgents, double the Scorched Trials, triple New Moon's score, and more than double Sea of Monsters. Many young adult movies are unfaithful adaptations to their books, and therefore are forgotten by many or given awful scores. Hunger Games was not the case. If you're this far into the video, I'm sure you've read the books and at least have seen the movie, so I don't think I need to recount the plot to you. It's what was accomplished within that plot. Firstly, the performances. Jennifer Lawrence and Sutherland are the best, and a reason to me that this movie series is as good as it is. Jennifer Lawrence gets plenty of recognition for her performance, so I don't want to take too much time, but let me just say she kills it. literally. She cries when she needs to, delivers the lines effectively, and we know what she's thinking. One of the most memorable parts of her Katniss Everdeen career has got to be the start of the 75th Hunger Games. She goes from denial to horror to crying to determination all in 1 minute. I love Jennifer Lawrence as Katniss Everdeen. Then there's Donnie, which, judging by how every scene he's in is absolutely intimidating, is a name I'd never call him to his face. I'm amazed by how little he's mentioned when the movies come up. His presence is just piercing. He holds no magical powers, he doesn't wield a laser sword, yet his power and dictation is a leading character of the franchise. The White Rose is a flower no one wants to encounter. There are many other great performances in the Hunger Games, but these two are the standouts. The cinematography is something else that we just don't deserve. I mean, I've mentioned the start of the 75th Hunger Games, but has anyone stopped to appreciate the transition to IMAX? As Katniss rises into the arena, so do the bars on the screen. I also love the sequence of the dam explosion in Mockingjay Part 1, or even the immersive camera action within the 74th and 75th Hunger Games. The technical side of filmmaking was incredible. I haven't even touched on the set design, which included creating the world of Hunger Games, the on-location filming which further immersed the audience, the costume design which brought Panem to life. I could touch on so many more categories, such as the amazing score by James Newton Howard, which not only created the iconic Hunger Games whistle, but also my personal favorite track, I Need You from Catching Fire, and it gave life to the Hanging Tree that we only knew the lyrics to from the book. The adaptation from book to screen is some of the best I've ever seen, creating a first-person book into a third-person movie. I also want to recognize how great the marketing for this series is, especially when Francis Lawrence took over. I remember the poster for Catching Fire made us feel like we were in this world, featuring Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson as Katniss and Peeta rather than their real names. Or this promotional video of Mockingjay Part 1, where what starts as a commercial from the Capitol ends up being a rebellion ad from the Mockingjay.
The Mockingjay lives.
The Hunger Games is not dead. It is not your throwaway young adult series. It is a landmark in the genre, and beyond that, the sci-fi and action genre. It left shoes to fill when it comes to an effective rebellion film, but even bigger shoes to fill with an adapted screenplay. It can never replace Harry Potter, but for a young teenager who needed a young adult gap filled, it overflowed. And at the time of recording this video, I'm 25 years old, and I don't think it's going anytime soon. How do I say bye in the Hunger Games style? Like, I can't say may the force be with you or always from Harry Potter. I guess I'll just go with that whistle thing.